So it's story time once again. So I remember when I was in basic training, right? This is like, I don't know, about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I don't know. I lose track of time actually. So I remember before I went to basic training, because I was like, shall we say, I think I was about 30 or 31. And what happened? So I was watching a bunch of videos on basic training so I can know what the fuck was going to happen, right? So I can already have a game plan on what not to do, right? Not to stick out. That's what I took notes on that shit, right? So don't stick out, don't do this, don't do that, right? None of that shit worked. Cause me being me, fuck, I just stick out any fucking way. Every fucking day. White, 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 white. Drill Sergeant Simmons, that was his name. He would call me every fucking time, man. Every fucking time. And I would be in front of the fucking platoons. Everybody knew my name. Everybody knew my name. But you know what? I think he did that shit because I think he saw something in me. You know? I think certain people see certain something in people, you know? Even if you don't see that in yourself at that time. And I think that's why he fucked with me every day. And I thank him for that actually. Drill Sergeant Simmons was so fucking cool, man. I remember I would look at this guy's boots. His boots were so fucking crisp. His uniform was crisp. He just had this fucking something about him, man. It was just fucking cool as fuck. And he had this gold tooth. And I remember when he would come in front of us, you know, he would do his thing, and he would always smile, and he would always look at me and say, "White, how's your morning going?" You know, he'd always ask me something, you know, and that gold tooth would always gleam in the fucking light, ting type shit. You know what I'm saying? Remind me of my grandfather. My grandfather had a fucking gold tooth like that. And the thing about Drill Sergeant Simmons, although he was cool, you knew you didn't want to fuck with that dude either. And so I was like, yo, I want to be like that guy. I was studying him every fucking day. Just like how I study characters on Mortal Kombat and shit like this. That's why I'm so good at those fucking fighting games. Because I be studying them characters and shit. Anyway, let me see. So I remember. Oh, wait, also, right? So I remember when I took my shirt off, right? And everybody was like, yo, damn, look at White. Damn, look at White. Oh, shit. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, okay. You know, and I was like, damn, this is cool. I'm getting mad ass respect. Cause I remember back long time ago, man. I used to be a very sensitive person. Long time ago, man. And I used to get told, man, they're gonna make fun of you in the military. Don't be fucking doing that shit. You ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. Don't go to the military. Or I used to hear, oh, Raphael's too weak to go to the military. He ain't gonna make it. He's too weak to go to the military. Yeah, right. Sure thing. Nope. Dang. Nope. Nah. Ain't happening. Well, it didn't happen actually. I still get my respect. Every fucking day. I make sure of that. Anyway, so as time went on, right? I remember I got all the way through fucking basic training. I got through basic training. I did every fucking thing. Everything. And you know what happened? We got to grenades, right? Because you got to throw fucking grenades. Well, actually, you got to do practice first to throw the grenades. But I could not throw that motherfucker for shit. I would throw it and it would just say thunk and just fall on the fucking ground. And I was the most in shape dude there. I was like, yo, what the fuck? This makes no fucking sense at all. I was like, yo. And we had this one weak ass dude there, man. This motherfucking guy. He couldn't even do 10 fucking push ups. He couldn't even do 10 push ups. He was so fucking weak. I couldn't fucking. And he passed grenades. Yo, that shit was, yo, that shit didn't make no motherfucking sense, man. I was like, yo, but that was it though. I was like, shit. And I remember everybody was in their fucking dress blues, which is dress blues is when you in your motherfucking it's like your dressed up stuff. You only wear it for special occasions and when you graduate. And I remember I got to the fucking part where everybody was wearing that damn dress blues. And everybody was like, White, you gonna graduate with us, man? Hey, hey, hey. And they told me, the drill sergeants told me that I wasn't gonna fucking be able to graduate out of basic. And I'm like, man, what? They say, because you didn't pass grenades. Sorry, you're gonna go home. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember, man, I fucking, what happened? So Drill Sergeant Simmons, he calls me to his office one day. And all the drill sergeants are inside of his office. And they're looking at me like this. Like real imposing. Like I'm going to meet like mob bosses and shit. He's just saying, so White, so you didn't pass grenades. Looks like you're gonna go home, man. And I'm like, is there anything else I can do? No. Well, you got two options. You can start over. Week 1, day 1, red phase, which is get up, dickheads, blah, 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 this. Toe the fucking line, all that shit, all over again. Wake the fuck up, all that shit, all over again. Or you can go home. It's your choice. And I looked at him and I was standing like this. Because you saying like this as a, what do you call it? As a matter of respect. So I'm standing like this, right? And I say, all right, week 1, day 1, red phase, let's go. And he looked at me, he said, week 1 dead, what? He wasn't expecting that shit. Because there was no way in fucking hell I was going to go back home. At all. There was no way I was going to go back. At all. There was no motherfucking way. So I said, yeah, I'll start all the way over. Let's restart. And he said to me, he said, you're a better man than me. There's no motherfucking way I would start over. You get my respect, man. You get my respect for that. And he was like, all right, you can leave my office. And I left his office. And I thought I was really going home, man. Or actually, I thought I was actually going back to red phase. I was already getting my mind back ready to go through hell all over again. I was willing to go back to hell, fucking hell, before I went back home. There was no fucking way. So he had me thinking, man, that I was gonna fucking actually go back. So they had, what is it? They weren't using a certain room during that season of training. And so they used it as the reject room. The people that were gonna go home. The weaklings, the people that couldn't fucking hack it, the people that got in trouble, and the people that just fucking failed something, that's where they got sent. Till, they sent them back or whatever. And everybody in my platoon was just like, damn, White, damn, man. Damn, we want you to graduate with us. And I'm just like, man, shit, I just fucking couldn't pass that fucking grenade shit, So I'm sitting there, and every day he would come in and he would play this little game. He'd have everybody line up and he'd say, to all the people, he'd say, you still thinking about quitting, man? And the one guy would say, yeah, I want to go home. And then he'd go to the next fucking guy. Hey, you thinking about quitting, man? You gonna go home? Yeah, I can't take it no more. And then go to the next dude. And possibly he wouldn't ask certain people questions because they got in trouble for something. And I got over there and I found out that the guys that got in trouble were really cool. And it ended up in the end working out for them. Eventually, everything worked out for them. But I'm not even gonna tell their story. This is just my story. And I remember he got to me. He said, "White," and he smiled because I remember one day he told me that I was his favorite soldier. And he got to me and he said, "So, man, you gonna go week 1, day 1, red face, or you gonna go home? You gonna quit?" And I'm like, "Nah, Drill Sergeant, I'm gonna stick with this shit." And he looked down. He was like, "All right, all right." And he walked off, right? And everybody kept saying, man, they just fucking with you, White. They just fucking with you, man. You good, man. You good. And I was like, okay. Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. And I just fucking kept my head up during that fucking time, man. It was a real uncertain time. It really was. And I remember one day, he was like, "Hey, White, come on over here. You got your dress blues ready, man?" And I'm like, "Roger, yeah." He's like, "All right, you graduating, man. Go ahead and join the other boys, man." And I was like, and everybody was like, yeah. The guys I was cool with. I wasn't cool with the fucking little weak ass dudes. So they was like, yeah. We told you, man. We told you. And I was like, fuck yeah, man. And when I went back to the fucking platoon, everybody was like, "Oh shit, White's back. Oh hell yeah, let's go, man. Let's go." And I was like, yeah, man. That's the shit, man. Yeah. That was fucking great, man. It was great. It was great to fucking go through that. I'm glad that they had put me through that shit, man. It's just like a little random story. I don't have no particular whatever to say. It's not like I don't have like a, what do you call it, a title for this video. But I just wanted to tell that little fucking story though. Yep.